Good, how are you?
Good, good.
So I'm just going to kind of follow up now that our program's finished. So I just have some questions to ask you.
Yeah.
So how did you find the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. A lot of mix of, I suppose, exercise I wouldn't have been comfortable with at the start. With the likes of the RDL would always have trouble with it down through the years, just focusing on form. But you having you there as guidance has been great to progress that. I now feel confident in doing it. Started off with kettlebells, progressed into dumbbells, and then I'm now at the end doing some barbell stuff, which is good. It's good experience progressing that on. Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. With the upper body session, it led me to focus really on working the upper body muscles, making sure that I'm not being too fatigued for the week of training ahead. Along with that, then I suppose isolating the lower body really allowed me then to focus on the lower end of things and put prime focus on the lower end. So.
And how do you feel that my program fit in with your goals that you set out and whenever we first had our consultation then at the beginning?
Yeah, so if you can recall, I think it was to put on muscle, to feel fitter and to get stronger.
Yeah.
I feel over the last 8 weeks I've achieved that, whether it be small or would have been in other departments larger. Would have always, I suppose, tried to achieve them goals myself without guidance of a coach like yourself. But having you there for, I suppose, it really drove me on to keep me accountable to get to my training sessions with you. I feel that it was definitely a big win over the last 8 weeks that we really were able to focus in on them, and just the accountability of it all was great.
And then whenever we first had our consultation, you mentioned that you played football. So how do you think the gym slotted in with your football then? Because I know it's a big part of your life.
Yeah, so on off training days, obviously we'd be in here, and if needs be, if we had a big game coming up the weekend, we would help. You'd always tell me to really focus in on the upper body end. You could put more focus in as not as much as you wouldn't have to go as heavy then on the lower body due to the amount of running that would need to be done towards the end of the week. But no, just with your guidance, I suppose, even around nutrition and recovery after the sessions, really had no impact on my football performance that I'm aware of. Felt good going into games, felt sharp, so it really had no hindrance at all on my schedule with football.
Good. And the big question, how is it like working with me as your PT for the 8 weeks?
It was great. We started off probably at the start not knowing each other on a professional basis. With your guidance, your knowledge, your expertise in the field, it's been top class. I feel I've learned a lot from you, and I think that our relationship has now gone from, say, personal to more of a friendly relationship, which I think is very important when it comes to a PT and client. But yeah, no, definitely I'll be looking forward to continuing this working relationship going forward.
Perfect, Killian.